Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Melody, and today we have a pretty special pick a card reading. So today I'm going to be doing pretty general messages based off which angel number that you pick. So I had these little multiplication cards that I borrowed from my mother, and I picked all the angel numbers that I could find out of the out of the deck, or the angel numbers that I like. This is 211, which I've been seeing a lot recently. We have 1010, 1111, and 1212. I just say angel numbers that I like because you really could just make an angel number out of any sequences of numbers because they all have their own special meanings. But 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12 are pretty common angel numbers to see. And then 211 is just an angel number that I have been hounded by for the past couple months. So I thought it'd be pretty special to include that one in the reading as well. So like I said, these are going to be pretty general messages. I'm just pulling cards based off the energy for this, pile that you pick. It's not going to be, oh, this is a love reading, or, there's no specific message today. So that being said, go ahead and meditate on which number you find that you are being called to, and then click the description box, find your timestamp, and meet me at your pile. 1, 2, 3, 4 piles today, so I will see you at your pile. Hi 211, I hope that you're having a great day today. This is your reading. We're going to be pulling cards first with our oracle decks to see what kind of theme you're basically going through right now. We're going to start with the Worker Light deck. And today's cards aren't pre-pulled, so I'm going to shuffle as we go. Okay. Pile 1, please. Angel number 211. What is the theme of what they're currently going through? What is the theme of what they're currently going through right now? Okay, we have 2 cards pretty much jumping out. So I'm going to take both of them. We have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hit, Soul Tribe, and we have Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? And we have Protection on the bottom of the deck. Call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. And then I'm going to pull a Moonology card before we get into it. Angel number 211, please. Pile 1. What are they currently going through right now? What are they currently going through? So we have a time for healing. Make sure everything is seen in the camera. Oh, we can adjust these. Okay, so the Great Gathering, it's all coming together, intuitive hit, Soul Tribe. So basically, pile 1, what you're going through at the moment is a culmination. Like, I feel like you've been on a cycle in life right now, and it's been tumultuous and it's been hard, and you've gone through a lot of lessons and learned a lot of things, and lost yourself and found yourself and lost yourself and found yourself along the way, and have continuously kept pushing forward and have continuously kept working and striving for this calling that you've had, because you've been answering the call right now. Like, you've been listening to your soul and what it's been calling you to do, and it can be confusing sometimes because it feels like you're being pulled in different directions. Like, one minute if you feel called to do this, and then another minute you feel called to do something else. And you might be a manifesting generator. If you're into human design, I'm feeling those types of people are here for this reading or watching this reading right now. Or just a generator in general, where you are called to respond. That is your strategy. It's you have to wait to respond, and especially with answer the call here, what is your soul calling you to do? It's so important that you do wait to respond, because when you push and push for something instead of listening to your soul and listening to that calling, you can end up getting yourself into a pretty tricky situation, or facing something that you weren't prepared or supposed to face, by ignoring that and often blocking your blessings. And so it's kind of been this learning curve for you right now, where you have decided that at this time and period in your life, you're only going to focus on what your soul is calling you to do. You're only going to focus on that. And you're not going to listen to outside sources, and you're not going to listen to the naysayers or what society pushes you to do. You've decided that you're only going to listen to yourself. And it's been a learning curve, and you've had some ups and downs with it. And you felt, like I said, that pulling in different directions, but you feel like you're starting to get a hang of it. You're feeling like you're really tuning in to your body and into your intuition. And with a time for healing, it kind of reminds me of like what I'm getting right now is when people who have, and this is a trigger warning, eating disorders, but I want to say this, like people who have an eating disorder, when they have to learn to trust their body again and trust their hunger signals, that is, a difficult time of healing. It's learning that, when your body is hungry, you should eat. And when, learning when you're hungry and when you're not hungry, and building that better relationship with your body. I kind of find the similarity in that, and learning how to trust yourself and in your intuition, because if you have, continuously been taught or have been pushed to go against your intuition, to go against your body and what your soul is calling you to do, and you have to start building a relationship with your intuition again, and trusting that, yes, I'm supposed to quit this job, and I'm not supposed to work at this job anymore. And yes, I'm now unemployed and I don't have any steady sorts of income coming in, but I have bills. Like, how am I going to make this work? But deciding, like, I'm going to listen to myself. I'm going to listen to my intuition. I'm going to listen to what my body is telling me to do. And I'm going to quit this job, and I'm going to rely and trust on the universe that this is the right decision to make, and that I'm going to see this through, and money is going to find me, and I'm going to figure it out. Like, that's a learning curve. Like, I see the similarities in that source of healing, because, healing, you're essentially still healing, like, your mindset, the mindset of a lack mindset, that PTSD or trauma of, generational curses that you're breaking, because your previous family members have continuously, not listened to their body and not listened to their soul. And you're the first person in this generation to finally stand up and say, I'm going to do it this way because this is the way that feels right to me. So yeah, it's been a time of healing. It's been a time of test, honestly, too. And it's been a time of rest. I feel like rest has also played a big part for you on this journey, because of that waiting to respond. What are you doing in those times when you're waiting to respond or waiting for that calling? You're resting, you're, developing yourself more and learning yourself more. And so I feel like this year has really just been you reconnecting to yourself. And because of that, you have this great gathering energy. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe, meaning like you've spent the majority of this year alone and working on yourself and healing your intuition and just reconnecting to your soul tribe in a, I want to say like a 3D sense, because I feel like you're part of this tribe or whatever that has been on a similar journey somehow. Like, you've all, individually been working on these intuitive hits, and you're at this point where you're at the end of the cycle finally, and you're seeing the finish line, and you can probably feel it. You feel this sense of, literally, I like looked to the bottom of the deck because I didn't acknowledge the bottom of the Moonology deck, but you're feeling this sense of it's time to take action finally. Like, when you're at the end of the work week or whatever, and there's another card that's upside down in the deck. It said, don't let your past hold you back. But yeah, you're literally at this point where you're not letting your past hold you back anymore. You're not letting your past self or your past decisions hold yourself back anymore. But when it's finally Friday, like, there's a sense of peace. When you're working a 9-to-5 job, when you're working that Monday through Friday, when you get to that Friday, it's a sense of peace of where it's like, well, I know that when I leave work today, I don't have to come back here for 2 days. And it's kind of like you're at this end of this cycle, this end of this journey for yourself, where you feel the good things coming. You feel that better days are coming. You feel that when you enter into this next cycle, like you're entering into a winning phase. You're entering into this phase of happiness and just ecstasy, and knowing that, yeah, there might be bad days within those good days, but the majority will be good days. Like, you feel that sense of that, and you feel that everything you've gone through has all come to this point. Like, you understand that you went through this for a reason, and that everything is going to work itself out and work itself through. And yeah, so it's just all coming together for you, 211. Like, I'm pretty excited for you. I'm pretty excited for this card, because this is the angel number that I've been seeing often. So I kind of feel like this might be my pile. I could be wrong though. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's get into the tarot cards and see what's going on tarot wise and what messages you need to hear. I'm going to set the oracle cards off camera, and I'll bring them back in if I feel necessary, but I just want more room for the tarot cards. Pile 1, please. What does pile 1 need to hear right now? What does pile 1 need to hear right now? What do they need to know? Okay. Let's see. All right, let me go. Let's go. We have the we have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups, the Star, and then we have the 3 of Swords reverse. I love this energy. I love this energy for you guys. And then we have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Let me check and see that you guys can see. I keep pushing the cards up too far, so let's, and I didn't really move these much off camera, but that's fine. We can have them like this. Okay. Ooh, yes. So literally it is coming together for you guys. And I want to literally tell you guys, like, you guys are entering into a winning streak. Like, if you've had to lose connections in your life, if you've been feeling really lonely, feeling like you've been going it alone, like, it was all for a reason. And it really is coming together within the next few months for you guys. 9 of Pentacles, like, you guys are gaining notoriety, especially with the Star being here. You're being known as the person that somehow always makes it work and makes it happen for you. I think in the past you felt pretty shut out by people. You felt as if, you know, with this 3 of Swords here, you felt as if people didn't believe in you. And they believe you now with the star energy here. They believe you now because they see you making it happen for yourself. They see you making your wishes come true, literally wish fulfillment, 9 of Pentacles, wish fulfillment, the star. But in the past though, they didn't believe in you. They didn't see that you were the star energy. And I don't know why, because your energy has always been poppin', pile one. Like, you literally are someone that is made of love, and you're made of love, and you have so much love to give. And but because you have so much love to give, you require so much love as well. And a lot of people don't know how to handle you. But with this Knight of Cups energy here and this Queen of Cups energy, you have folks coming in full underneath the Knight of Cups. So you're literally entering into a new journey. You're starting a new journey as well, where this great gathering, it's all coming together. These are all like-minded souls drifting in to this place. They're all on their own individual journeys, but they're gathering. It's like they're finally finding each other. And I believe you're finally going to be finding your group of people, and you won't be messing around with people anymore that don't know how to handle you and mistreat you and feel like you have bad intentions, but it's all just them projecting, because you're the type of person where you can often be a mirror for other people. People project onto you really badly. They see your positive energy and your and for whatever reason, you know, they take that negatively. They take you negatively. And I believe, like, you know, you really want to help people. You really empathize with a lot of people, and you're a really sensitive individual, and you have made your own way out of nothing, out of times of nothing, with this 9 of Pentacles here. That 9 comes after lots of hard work, you know, having creative ideas, planting seeds, finding like-minded people to bounce off of, and growing these ideas until they build into something strong and unique, and something that you can gain abundance off of, something that you can gain prosperity from. And you are entering into your prosperous season, your abundant season. You're going to be surrounded by love. You're going to be surrounded by money. Luna, are you serious? Sorry, guys. She's like, obviously, if you could hear that in the background, that's just my cat acting up as usual. But yeah, you're going to be surrounded by love, money, notoriety. I just keep hearing that, like, and that's going to look different for everyone. But it's like, if you're working a job, or you've gotten hired for a job recently, you could have started off with, you know, a position like this. Could be a job that you want. But you could have started off with a position where you're an assistant, you're a secretary, you're not anyone, right? But you are going to be entering a place where you're going to be working your way up to the top, or you're going to be around the big dogs, like you're around the CEOs. If you're someone who is, you know, craving that social media influencer lifestyle, and you've decided that you're going to start taking your social media seriously, you're going to start doing YouTube seriously, and you've had people that are like, well, like, yeah, no, you can't do it. And that's where that projecting comes from, because that's literally like them thinking, because they don't have the time or the energy or whatever, or the motivation to put into like what they want to do seriously, then because they don't have that, then you don't. That's where that mirroring comes from. But you've had a lot of naysayers, a lot of people who doubted you, and you're finally coming out on the other side, where because you applied yourself and you put hard work in, all that hard work leading up to this 9 of Pentacles. But the card right before the 9 of Pentacles is the 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles is that card about applying yourself, putting the work in, doing your studying, and gaining from that studying. And then on the other side of the 8 of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is you're finally seeing that material abundance. You're finally seeing your wishes come true. You're finally in a place of contentment and satisfaction because of all the hard work that you put in. That's the season that you're entering into, pile one, of contentment and satisfaction. And again, notoriety, fame, notoriety meaning, again, like I said, being known in your space. The space that you want to inhabit, you're going to start seeing yourself being known there. And it's just come from all this healing that you've had to go through with the Three of Swords reverse, and cutting off people that, you know, were the ones that are doubting you. Just following that intuition has been a hard struggle for you, I feel, because a lot of times you've had to make the hard decisions to remove yourself from spaces that you know, a past version of yourself never thought that you'd be in the position to remove yourself from. And you're going to gain, you know, you're going to gain your prize and your reward for doing that. The universe wants to reward you for doing that. So let's go ahead and get some more cards from our Angel Tarot cards. Like, look up the meaning of the angel number 211, and also, like, you can YouTube it, because we have, you know, a lot of numerologers on YouTube that break down the individual meanings of the numbers and then them all together. So sometimes what, you know, numerologists say, or honestly what numerologists say about angel numbers is way more accurate than angel numbers definitions that you find on Google. But of course, you know, angel numbers can mean different things just depending on what situation you're going through in life. But 211 is a positive angel number. All right, pile 1, please. What does pile 1 need to know? What are they going through right now? What does pile 1 need to know? Finally, something come out. Yeah, you're like going on an adventure, honestly. And it's like after like a lot of hard times, a lot of hardship in the past, a lot of disappointments, and having to learn to, you know, have no expectations, having to learn that, you know, just because something or someone disappoints you doesn't mean that every situation or every person is going to disappoint you. Sorry, this is pretty loud, you guys. And you've had, again, you know, a lot of struggle, a lot of fighting often to stay strong. We have the Strength card on the bottom of the deck. Great. You know, strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. Yeah, you've had to forgive a lot of people. You've had to forgive a lot of situations. And you've had to do a lot of moving on. And I think what these cards are really touching on is this like Three of Swords reverse energy. This Knight of Wands energy is great though. And I think also like you've had to push yourself to move past things that you didn't want to necessarily want to move past. But you knew that this was a time of healing. You knew that this was a time of lessons. Like, this is all, like, really, like, the kind of lessons that you've had to go through this year. And you kind of had to acknowledge the journey that you were in. This Knight of Fire, this restlessness is honestly restless. This passion. Yeah, you've been, like, really restless and passionate about whatever you're striving towards and whatever goals and achievements that you have in mind. And I mean, you probably thought that you would be in a different place by now. You thought you would, you know, have things figured out by now, and you might feel like, you know, things haven't really gone the way that you necessarily have envisioned they'd be at right now. But you're like gearing up to enter into that time where things do go your way, where you've gone through all the hardship, you know, you've gone through all the learning and lessons. And that's not to say that there's not more learning and lessons to go through, but it's more like you've gone through a lot. You've grown a lot this year to be at the place that you wanted to be at, the star here. And, you know, with the Five of Water here, like I said, a lot of disappointments, a lot of things not turning out the way you'd hoped, you know, and really having to curve your mentality instead of, you know, thinking the world is out to get you or thinking that people are out to get you, you've taken the L and literally just picked yourself back up and moved on with the 9 of fire here, and you haven't given up. And like, you're at this point right now where you're literally at the end of this, so you cannot give up. You have to keep moving forward, and you have to keep, it says, protecting that which you created. Yeah, you have to keep moving forward and keep striving for this 9 of Pentacles to turn into this 10 of Pentacles, because yes, you're content and happy, and you're going to be so happy and satisfied with what you created, and you're going to see the rewards and culminations of that this following year. But there's so much more to be gained as well. There's so much more for you to work towards and strive for. So just don't give up. Believe in yourself. Know that, you know, keep having the strength, keep having the courage. And the 7 of Swords, it says plans that needed revision. That's really the biggest thing that has had to happen for you this year, is having to revise your plans and also kind of revise your goals. What I'm thinking of right now is that in the past you've had goals in mind and these ambitions in mind, and you still have a lot of the same goals and ambitions, but the way that you pictured and envisioned them, and the people, I believe, and the people and places that you envisioned yourself being, weren't matching up with what the universe had planned for you. The universe's plan for the people that you really needed to be around, the people that were really going to show up for you and support you. And I think that's a big thing of what you've had to learn this year. And just, you know, 3 of Swords in reverse, you know, 5 of Water, is that you face a lot of disappointments with people, and you face a lot of disappointments with situations, and you're realizing that this avenue is not going to get me to where I want it to be. So you've had to readvise which path that you're taking to get here. And so that's where the 7 of Swords energy is coming from. And I believe that you've had to realize that this is not the time, and everything's going to happen for yourself in perfect timing, but more essentially divine timing. And that's kind of been a hard pill for you to swallow, but you've swallowed it, and you've learned, and you've kept going, more importantly, and because of that, blessings are coming. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile 1. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give me a like. Consider subscribing if you're not subscribed, and, you know, give me a comment. Let me know if this resonated for you. And I wish you the best on your journey, and congratulations. Honestly, congratulations to you, because there's going to be so many things within this following year that you need to be congratulated on. And I just want to let you know that you rock. You're the best. Okay, bye. Hi, pile 2. This is your reading. If you chose the 1010 angel number, then this is for you. And we're going to be figuring out first what's going on, and kind of address that, and just kind of give you advice for what you need to hear about what's going on. So we're going to start with our angel cards, our Work Your Light deck, our Oracle cards. There we go. All right, pile 2, please. What's currently going on in pile 2's life for angel number 1010? What's going on? Oh, okay. We're definitely going to pull another card, because that's vague. Do I want to take this? Let's keep shuffling. Pile 2, please. 1010, pile 2. Okay. Alright, I wanted to only take 1 card, but y'all got 3. So we have yes, and boundaries, and starseed. And we're going to pull a Moonology card. Okay, there's like a song popping up in my head, so I'm gonna like pause this and look up the lyrics after I pull y'all's Moonology card. Because I feel like there's a lyric that is coming up and I want to look up the song. Okay. Pile 2, please. What is going on right now in Pile 2's life for angel number 1010? A time to give rather than take. Okay, let me pause this. Okay, so I looked up the lyrics and it's from a song, an old song by Sadie Price called Desert. And the lyrics that were in my head was, and is it you that was a patient, or am I just unchanging? And is it you that was a calling, or am I the one who is falling? From the tip top, well, they look so high, in a desert that's bone dry. And it's kind of interesting because one of the Work Your Light Oracle cards almost fell out of the deck, but it was Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? So your reading, we'll see when we get into the tarot cards, but I feel like your reading could have to do with a person or a relationship of some kind, and just kind of feeling maybe that you were failing them or that they failed you, and kind of having to place boundaries, because we have the card here, boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And so yeah, I just kind of feel like you're in this place right now where you have to establish boundaries, or you've had to establish boundaries already. And because of that, it's kind of been a really isolating time, really isolating path for you. And it's kind of been, you're in the situation where you're having to figure out like who's for you and who's not for you. And with the time to give rather than take, I really feel like this is like more like, it's a time for you to give to yourself rather than let people take from you. And because I feel like you are this person that likes to help people a lot, and you like to be for people, whether they, you know, really appreciate you or not. You just want to be that lighting up person. You want to be that starseed person. You want to be the person that is a bright light in other people's lives. But you've been running in circles with people that are energy vampires. They like to drain that type of energy. You know, with the boundaries card here, we have a lot of hands like reaching out towards this person, trying to take them. And I think you're in this path right now that you're going to run into people that do appreciate you, that you can give to, and that they give back to you, and it's really balanced and equal. We have the 1010 card here that's wrapping up. 1010 is about like wrapping up cycles, you know, and ending things. And yeah, with it just being a repeating number, I feel like, you know, you're going to find like-minded energy, find like-minded souls soon. And it's just going to be a really good path for you to take, because it is a time for you to put yourself first. With the yes card here, I just feel like if you've had a question on your mind recently about anything, but also about letting a situation go, quitting a situation, removing yourself from being around a person, like, yes, you should do that. You know, it's time to cut cords where cords need to be cut. And we have trust the niggle on the bottom of the deck. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? So your intuition, your body, your soul has been pushing you in a particular direction that you might have been feeling a little bit scared to take, because we have worked through your fears. And, you know, your anxiety is not intuition. You know, don't listen to your fears. Sometimes the things that you're afraid to do are the things that are the best thing for you to do. And sometimes fear is that last ditch effort that your ego has to prevent you from doing something that is actually good for you. You know, it's actually going to benefit you and be helpful towards you. So right now, just it's a time to work through your fears, and that you might be in a type of hermit energy right now because of that. And it's time to just nurture yourself. I feel like, you know, we have that self-care type of energy needing to come up where, yeah, we have on the bottom, but after trust and nickel, we have devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And, you know, green is like heart chakra energy. So I feel like it's time to really just nurture yourself and nurture your energy first. And just, you know, give to yourself first. And because, you know, you're in this place where it's isolating, when the song says, was it you that was a patient, or am I just unchanging? You know, I feel like people have put you in situations where you might have felt like you're the bad guy and the bad person. And, you know, there could be some healing work to do there. But, you know, I feel like a lot of you guys were around some narcissistic types of energy. Again, like energy vampires, people that were trying to gaslight you and take from you. And it's time for you to give to yourself and not let these people have access to you or your energy anymore. So we're going to, let me make sure that I unpause this reading. Okay, I did. I'm going to push these over a little bit and pull this tarot cards. All right, pile 2, please. Pile 2, 10, 10. What does pile 2 need to know right now? What do they need to know right now? Yep, 7 of Cups. So it does have to do with relationships. Some sort of relationship. It could be work, friends, love, family. Page of Wands, having to take a new path. We have the 5 of Wands reverse. I feel like this is a time for you to really fight for yourself. And then we have the Death card reversed. 7 of Cups energy. I mean, yeah, a difficult choice has to be made, and you're having to choose and decipher through a lot of mixed feelings, a lot of mixed messages, because I feel like you're in this place where your head and your heart are really fighting itself right now. But in between that, there's this light of energy, this literally, the starseed with the Page of Wands here, what lights you up inside. And I feel like you really have a calling to go into a different direction, to find types of people that appreciate you and care about you. Because the 7 of Cups, I feel like you have a lot of offers from different types of people. And some people have good intentions involved here, and some people don't have good intentions involved. And as the song says, was it you that was a calling, or am I the one that's falling? So I feel like, yeah, like something about you just not trusting yourself is coming up. And you're going to really have to learn to trust yourself and what your heart is telling you to do, and following that, following your body. With this 5 of Wands reversed, yeah, like there's been a pretty much like a halt in your road, energetically, like some sort of blockage because of this head and heart disagreement. And due to the fact that you can't really decipher yet, you know, there's a lot of confusion about which direction to take, and listening to your head over your body or your body over your head, that's kind of put a halt in progress right now where there's some stagnancy. And the song says, am I the one that's unchanging? And you're in a period where it's time for you to change. It's time for you to accept that parts of yourself are dying, accept that situations and are no longer working out for you, and it's time for you to do some healing, and it's time for you to let parts of yourself die off. And right now you're working towards that and figuring that out, but because like of this stagnancy right now and having to figure out what direction to take, you know, that's kind of been put on hold until you get this figured out, until you work this out. But this Page of Wands, like, you're a young, bright spirit, you know, that is held within you. Like, something new wants to come out of you, something new wants to come out of you. And there's like the situation on the horizon for yourself where good news is involved. And this good news particularly has to do with, you have to make a decision to act on it. You have to make a decision to act on it. And when you decide to act on it, it's going to take you away from these old situations that are no longer in alignment with you. And that can be hard for you because I feel like you have become reliant on these situations, on these people, on these environments. You become comfortable there. And it's really hard to be uncomfortable after periods of time of being comfortable. It's really hard to accept change sometimes because change can be difficult. It's, you know, a learning curve. It's growing pains. But when you accept this change and you take action on this new idea, you're going to find yourself later on in this place where you are content and you're happy and you feel more lit up inside, and you're no longer here having to continuously fight with your environment, fight between your head and your heart, and having to establish boundaries against people that really just want to take away from you. But because the Death card is never actually always a bad thing. I mean, it's not, you know, usually it's not a bad thing. Death is change, death is transformation. And transformations can be really hard, and the period of transformations and transitions especially can be really icky because, like I said, it's that time of uncomfortability and also confusion and not knowing what's going on often. And I mean, I completely understand wanting to avoid that and not wanting to deal with it, but it's essential that you do, because this Page of Wands energy can be so good. And it can also look like people wanting to come around you that do want to help you and do want to help you build on this idea, on this creative venture, and want to bring good news to you and want to be a light in your life. But again, that takes time and takes the dedication to remove yourself from those people that are the complete opposite of the Page of Wands energy, that are drainers, energy vampires, narcissists, and just see that you have the potential to do good things, and they want to be opportunists and, you know, stick themselves onto you to try to take advantage of you. So let's get some more cards, more information about what's going on, and see. Yeah, there's like a lot of fear involved around change for you, but it's so necessary, and it's going to put you in a situation where, like, you know, years down the line or even months, you're going to be looking back and be like, I'm so thankful I took the risks that were needed to, you know, be here where I am today. All right. Pile 2, please. What does pile 2 need to know right now? What's going on in pile 2's life? Yeah, it's time to wrap this up is basically what the angels are saying. Like, it's time to wrap it up. It's time to move on. And it's time to give to yourself again. And some of you guys, I'm hearing like some of you guys have kids or family, like you're married into the situation, and you might feel really, you know, feel like it's impossible. It's impossible for you to move forward or to move out of this. But it's not impossible. And there's a will, there's a way. Like, kids are not the end all be all. And just because you have kids doesn't mean that you can't set aside time and dedication towards yourself. Some of you have business ideas that you need to apply and build on, and you need to work for yourself. Some of you guys are entrepreneurs that need to work for yourself, and you have kids, and you might feel like, no, I need to be a stay-at-home mom, or no, I just need to go to this job and, you know, continue on with my life and ignore the dreams and goals and ambitions that I have. But it's actually important for you to take on these goals and ambitions, and it's important for you to build whatever career or whatever it is that you want to build, because this is going to benefit yourself and your kids later on the line. And if you're in a situation, or if you find yourself later on in a situation where you don't want to be in that situation anymore, and I'm talking like marriage, like it is an option, like there's always another way. And I just want to I just needed to say that. Oh, pile 2, please. Okay. We have the 7 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And I didn't really talk about the other card. We had the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck before, and it's reversed. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, that's just, to me, when it's reversed, it's like events that need to be revised or taken on or looked at again, or lessons that haven't been completely learned yet. Then like things that need to be finished before you can move on to a more fortunate time. You can move on to a new cycle, a new lesson. But it's like the tide is ready to turn, but you haven't finished learning yet. And I think like one of your big lessons is accepting that it's time to move on, before like change and stuff can come in. So we have the King of Water here, the Page of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and then the Sun here. And yeah, so like there's a lot of creativity here. There's a lot of love and empathy around you. And let's see, this King of Water energy, I'm trying to figure out what that is. Okay, yeah, so this is like what is to come once you accept that change and boundaries need to be applied and accepted. You have this King of Water energy that wants to come in to help you, and this will be an actual physical person coming in, someone who has a lot to give, and I mean like a lot to give to you. Someone that wants to help you. It could be love. It could just be like a mentor, or just a compassionate, loving person that is emotionally mature and respects you a ton and trustworthy. This is someone that's going to help you with whatever it is that you're working on right now, or whatever help that you need. Yeah, they're going to be very giving and very loving towards you, and it's going to be a breath of fresh air. It might be kind of scary if you've been the type of person that has been around or accepted the exact opposite. It might be scary to trust someone that, you know, does want to give you what you deserve, but, you know, believe you have to trust this person and believe that they have your best interest at heart, because they will have your best interest at heart. This Page of Swords energy too is this another energy of someone who's really going to help you build whatever it is that you want to build, and whatever it is that you need to get away from. But they're going to be another person that's a friend who's going to be really honest with you, helpful towards you. And yeah, they're going to, I think it's the type of person that's going to be really straight up. Yeah, it literally says, and I, you know, truth delivered without tact. And that's what I mean. Like, they're going to let you know, like, okay, this is BS. Like, what you're doing with, or what you've had in the past is BS. And I'm not going to be the person that is going to sugarcoat things for you. But they're going to still be a really helpful, loving person as well. Really logical. And because I'm getting a lot of you guys want to build a business. I don't know why I keep getting that, but a lot of you guys have some sort of entrepreneurial idea that you need, and you want to build upon, and you need a team. And once you make the decision to leave, once you go through this transformation, you're going to have this cycle change and start over, and you're going to attract these individuals into your life, and things are going to start picking up moving at a fast pace. 8 of Wands energy. Delays are over, because you've been in this situation for so long that you have like blessings stacked up for you that want to come in. but you have to believe that you deserve them, and you have to believe that things can be working out in your favor, and you have to believe that there are kind souls out there and people out there that are going to treat you right and treat you the way that you deserve. Because once you start, believing that, and once you accept that, whatever you're dealing with is not good for you, things are going to move at a fast pace where all these things that have been building up for you are going to like topple over, and you're going to have access to these people and access to just things moving quickly. And the sun energy, like things are like the tide will literally turn for you, because we have a sun and it's like right underneath this death card reversed here. And this woman is like in this sunset period of life, and it's like autumn, and this is like summer, and this is like sunflowers, and just like kind of like a sunrise type of situation here. So it's, yeah, literally kind of the exact opposite. You're gonna find yourself honestly like a year later being like looking back and being like, I'm so happy I made a decision to give to myself and I didn't let people take from me anymore. And you're gonna have a lot of brilliant ideas that you're gonna act on, and things that you're going to invent. And yeah, it's just going to be a happier situation for you, but it's really going to take you standing up for yourself and, letting go of things that no longer are for you or no longer for your best interest. So that's what I have for you guys, pile 2. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give this video a like and consider subscribing if you aren't subscribed, and give me a comment. Let me know what's going on. I hope you guys have a great day, and I believe in you. I believe that everything is going to work out for your best interest. All right, see you guys later. Bye. 3, I'm back and ready to finish y'all's reading. It was a little bit of a longer break than intended because I needed to eat and honestly rest a little bit. But let's get into it now. So, I hope you guys can see because the lighting is getting a little bit darker. Okay. So we have Trust the Niggle, Soul Family, Your Dreams Need a Practical Plan. So I definitely feel like you guys are in this change is happening during you guys' lives. Like a big change is happening and you can feel it happening. And you're in this transitive period in your life right now. And you're starting to figure out that there are times where you need to apply yourself, and then there's times where you need to surrender. And it's that balance of figuring out, when is it time for me to, grind down and get work done, and when is it time for me to rest, and when is it time for me to surrender to the divine. And you've been figuring that out for a while now and getting that situation balanced. So that's the theme that you're under in right now, is trusting the niggle, trusting your intuition, trusting when it's time to take action, when it's time to fall back, and when it's time to let the divine work for you. And you're starting to honor that more. And because you've been in this period of honoring that and working towards that, you're realizing that pretty soon you won't have to do it all alone. You will be able to call in your tribe. And oh my God, I promise you, I didn't read that you don't have to do it all alone. I don't have these cards memorized, so I did not read that. It literally says you don't have to do it alone. So you're realizing that you're not going to have to do it alone because you're calling in your tribe. I did read that part, but then I was like, and it says you don't have to do it alone. I feel like you guys are mercurial because I'm feeling like more talkative. Like the other couple piles were like really straightforward, but you guys, I'm like wanting to insert my life more into this, and I apologize for that. But yeah, so your dreams need a practical plan. It's kind of hard when you are intuitive and you like to go with the flow more than have like set plans. It's kind of hard to like sit down and write down a routine or a plan. And I feel like you guys are the type of people, some of you might be the type to sit down and write a plan. And if that's your case, trusting the niggle, I feel like you guys are coming up with a more, you've had an intuitive hit that's been telling you guys, okay, like this is something that you need to work towards. and you're going to start writing out a plan for that. But for the other people that are like more go with the flow, listen to your intuition and just kind of like work things out and let things fall as they may, it can be kind of disheartening or frightening to think, why do I need to have a practical plan? Why can't I just go with the flow? But this is what your guides are telling you. You can go with the flow. You can let things fall as they may, but you need to have a 5-year plan as far as listening to your intuition, because I feel like you guys have been getting intuitive hits and they've been downloads almost of like, you close your eyes and you see something in your brain and you realize that it's something that you want. And it's something that you might not have known that you wanted until that very moment. And realizing that it's something that you desire has opened your eyes to wanting to manifest it. And if you have a strong desire for something, it's already something that's yours. You just have to put yourself into alignment with it. And so the practical plan that you guys really need is actually writing down and making a list or a 5-year plan of seeing like, this is where I want to be in 5 years or 2 years or 3 years. This is how I envision my life being. And writing it down in detail, this is where I want to be. And then those in-between moments as well, like, okay, a month from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 months from now, this is where I want to be also. This is how far ahead I want to be into getting there. So setting, little goals as well as the big goals is what's going to help you with this practical plan. Because if you're anything like, I'm the type of person where I get lost sometimes in my big goals to the point where I don't acknowledge my small wins. I don't acknowledge the fact that I did have an audition the other day, or I did book this role, or I did, come across this money, or I did, meet this new person, make a new friend, or I am gaining a little bit of followers, or I did get a lot of views on this video. Like, there's a lot of times where I don't acknowledge my small wins, and that can be detrimental, to your mentality, not appreciating the small wins. So for your dreams, to be more set into reality, gratitude and appreciation of your small wins needs to happen, but you also need to have those small goals as well. Like, instead of, focusing on, like, if you want to be a social media influencer and your goal is to one day have like 10 million followers, you need to appreciate every single follower you get. That 5 followers that you gain that 1 month, yeah, it's only 5 followers in a month, but that's still closer to your goal than you would have been. So you need to have little milestones. And again, like I said, you're calling in your soul family, calling in your tribe. You're not going to have to do it alone. And you setting in place those small wins, those small goals will help your team. Also, this soul family is your team. And this Trust and Nickel, you have this, girl, she's in color, but then she has 2 girls behind her that are, matching the scenery of this black and white here. And that's also like these higher versions of yourself, that are behind you, as well as your spiritual team that's behind you, helping you, giving you these downloads, whispering in your ear, letting you know what actions to take. And you need to trust those actions. You need to trust those downloads. You need to trust those intuitive hits. And as well as the fact that you do have a physical family coming in, like physical people coming in to help you, like people that are kindred souls are coming in to help you, as well as I believe a lot of you guys are going to be meeting a very helpful partner, business or love, depending on whether you're single or not. You're going to be meeting either platonic or romantic soulmate that's going to be very impactful on this journey. That's coming in soon, but you're also meeting your soul family, and kindred souls are coming in. But your spiritual team is here. They're already here and around you, and they are already helping you. And all you have to do is call them in to help, and because they want to help you, all means necessary. And then we have on the bottom of the deck, Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Like I said, your dreams need a practical plan. Your divine has one portion of the plan, and then like I said, your portion is to set in those small goals as well as the big goals. Write them down in your journal and then leave them alone. Even I saw this tweet that was like, for November, write down 11 things from greatest to least that you want to happen this month, and then just forget about it. So like you could do that every month. You can write down, okay, tomorrow, next week is December 1st. So you can write down December 1st, like what 11 things you want to happen from greatest to least that month. And then just circle back to it at the end of the month and see what happened and what didn't happen, and just do that for every month of the year. Like those little small goals are just as important as those big goals. And it's also important for you to surrender to the divine and, let the divine work some things out. So yeah, as far as your practical plan, like, yes, you need to have like a plan in place. But I know like for some of you guys that are more go with the flow, that can be a little bit scary. But goals are good things, they're not anything to be scared of, because I know the idea of disappointment or things that mean your expectations can be scary. But instead of having a strict idea of what your expectations are, be open to the divine coming in and making things better than what you expected, because anything that the divine does to help you towards your goals or your ambitions or whatever are leading you to a better place than what you even thought you could have come across. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. Pile 3, please. What does pile 3 need to know right now? I need some water. I didn't even think about getting water while I took my break. I might have to take another break on you guys. So that being said, like there might just be a lot of interruptions right now in the plans that you had in place before. And just think of them as like those interruptions. Just think of them as mini levels, okay? That you need to beat, those little mini games when you're playing a video game that you have to go through sometimes. So if you're experiencing interruptions, like they're for the best, and it's all leading you onto a better path. Okay, pile 1 or pile 1. Let me clear the deck. I apologize, y'all. Pile 3. I think I said pile 1 because y'all have the 1111. All right, pile 3, please. What does pile 3 need to know right now? I'm going to pull the cards and then I'm going to go get water because I'm so thirsty. And you guys need to get some water too. I see a card flipped over. Okay, now. Pile 3, please. What do they need to know right now? Pile 3. The star came out and I immediately thought of that Lana Del Rey song. Everything I want, I have. Money, notoriety, and Rivieras. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups reversed. We have the Lovers, the Star, and then we have the Moon reversed. And I will be right back. Okay, I got my water. So if you guys have, because I was starting to get a headache, and that's why I was like, I cannot push past this. Like, I have to get water before I continue. So if any of you guys were getting like a headache or something, it might be a dehydration headache. So just tend to that. So, all right. 8 of Cups reversed, the Lovers, the Star, and the Moon reversed. So having issues trusting your intuition, especially when it comes to a relationship, seems like it's on the table right now. And you might not, in the past, this person might have done things. Okay, no. And it might be that, but I feel like for the majority of you guys, it's more like your past has hurt you and you've had to walk away from a lot of people in the past and you haven't been able to trust other people's motives in the past. And that is affecting a relationship right now. And it's affecting a relationship whether, you can trust yourself or this person to move forward with this person in a relationship. Because I do feel like for a lot of you guys, love is on the table. With the Lovers card being here, I feel like for the majority of the people here, the message is about a romantic relationship and just having issues and needing healing around relationships because of how you've been treated in the past. But this person is a unique situation. It's a unique person. You can trust this person. With the star coming out, I don't believe that this person's motives are have ill will towards you. I do believe that you should take and approach it slowly. Eight of Cups reversed, for your own benefit as well as theirs. Just approach the relationship slowly. Always, always, always listen to your intuition. And if in times of doubt, separate yourself from the situation first. Still your mind first and settle in. And do your best to get grounded before seeking clarity from your intuition, because sometimes the mental can go against, the gut, and just continue to beat it down until your mental wins over, your intuition. So, yeah, it seems like in the past with this Eight of Cups card here, you've had to walk away from a lot of people because they didn't have your best intention involved, and because you are, wow, like you're a really creative person. Like you're a really creative person and you're a smart individual as well. And yeah, I don't believe that a lot of people had your best intentions involved. And so because of that, you've learned to be on your own and you've learned to like being by yourself. But you're in this period now where your soul family is ready to come in and you're ready to be around your soul family. And because you've had to be alone for so long, it's kind of hard for you to be uncomfortable again. And because it's when you're meeting new people, or you're putting yourself out there to meet new people, that means putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. Because if you're at home all the time, or you're in solitary situations all the time, it's going to be really hard for you to meet the people that are necessary to be, on your path, that need to be on your path. But, you're really loving and you're a loving and creative individual who has a lot on their plate and a lot of goals and a lot of ambitions, and that has taken a lot of priority over your life. And because your goals and ambitions have taken priority over your life, you've, been smart enough to separate yourself from people that don't, need to be in your life. But it's time for you to surrender to the divine and realize that you can't do it all alone. Like I said, you need to have these like-minded kindred souls on your path, and you need to have this partnership on your path for sure, because this partner with the Lovers card here, they have very similar goals in mind as you. Maybe they are the same career field or very similar career field, but I feel like you guys are going to be that power couple and a very admirable relationship. Like your guys' relationship is going to be, like, people are going to look up to you guys' relationship because you got both are power forces in your own right with the star here. And yeah, like you guys are just going to be a really strong couple. Like 1111, like I said before, I believe for a lot of you guys that do have twin flames out there, this is like a reading that is about your twin flame. Like some of it's about your twin flame, not the whole reading, but yeah, there's definitely a powerful relationship coming towards you. Again, it depends on whether you're single or not. It's either a business or, platonic relationship, or it's a romantic relationship. And together you guys are going to be kind of an unstoppable force to get towards your, separate goals and ambitions, or whatever goals and ambitions that you have together jointly. It's going to be a really eye-opening experience for you, and it's going to bring you out of this solitude here with the Moon card being reversed. It's going to bring you out of the solitude into more joyous and loving connections with your soul family. And this person is a part of the plan. It is a part of this surrendering to the divine. Um, yeah, we have the Nine of Cups reversed here, and that, and the Knight of Pentacles here. So yeah, it's like a business partnership, but again, it can be love as well. Just like, this is someone that is, you know, going to be patient with you, who's going to be steady and consistent and grounded, and that's going to be super important for you. And with the Nine of Cups being reversed, it's kind of like, it's kind of confirming again, like this is coming out of a time of solitude and coming into a time of collective, coming into a time of joint relationships. So let's go ahead and get into the other tarot deck that I'm using. All right, pile 3, please. 1111. What do they need to know right now? Okay, card jumping out. Release. The end of a phase or situation. Spiritual transformation. Time to move on. So yeah, like, there's a situation that's coming to a close for you guys. It's a time period that's coming to a close, and I really believe it's just like this releasing. Like, I think you've gotten so used to doing it on your own, especially Three of Pentacles showing up here, and that is about being a team player, recognition for very high quality work as well. So you're coming into a time where you are going to be in the spotlight with the star here. You're going to be, you know, people are going to know who you are. They're going to know your name. And it's the people that you need to know your name. Because it's not like, you know, not for everyone, it's not going to be international or national success, but it's going to be the people that need to know your name, that are going to know your name. And they're going to be the people with really high paying, high opportunities for you that are going to bring you into your definition of success. But it's this time to release, where you need to release the idea of solitude, the idea that you have to do it on your own. Also releasing your old patterns that have kept you from being in alignment with your soul family, have kept you from being in alignment with moving forward on this practical plan. Releasing those old versions of yourself that you have been grieving recently. And just moving into a period of unity, combining all the versions of yourself into one, and just moving forward with your higher self. It says, yeah, just spiritual transformation. I really feel like a lot of you guys are in a transformation right now. So we have the Sun here, which is all about a happy outcome. Happy things are definitely on the way for you guys. You're coming into this period of a lot of growth, because like, you've already been going through growth internally, and you're coming to a period where the growth is externally now. All the seeds that you have been planted are becoming, you know, big plants now, where you can harvest them and make money off of them. Again, Three of Pentacles is about collaboration. It's about being that team player, but it's also, the Three of Pentacles is the first big win in the set of Pentacles, because yeah, power of creativity, but it's the first big win. It's the first, it's that first finish line, you know, where you can look back and see like, okay, I am growing. This idea is growing. This idea has potential, and I need to keep pushing forward. And, you know, with the Five of Earth coming out here, because, you know, that card can sometimes be a little bit scary, but this card, it literally says fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. So like, you literally are an entrepreneurial spirit, and I know that you believe that you have a good plan, and I know you believe that, you know, this is something that's going to work out for you, but you still have that lack mindset that you're working on. And accepting help from others is going to be the most important thing on this journey for moving forward in your own self-employment. And also knowing that you can do it, and surrendering to the divine, and knowing that the divine is going to protect you, and that is going to help quell that uncertainty. I mean, I'm not going to tell you that you're never going to have moments of doubt, but, you know, falling back and trusting and relying on the divine is going to be the biggest thing to help you move forward past those moments of doubt. So anytime you have fear surrounding money, realizing that you can accept help from others, realizing that you don't have to do it alone is going to help you with that. But you really are entering a period of winning, because even though like times, aren't, like times of difficulty aren't over, like this is a journey, like, not a marathon. This is not not a marathon, not a sprint, but it's really just, it's a journey more than even a marathon, because like a marathon is still, it's still too short to encompass like what you're on. And you just have to be up for this adventure, because it's going to be an adventure. And the best thing about this adventure right now is that you're not a solo traveler anymore. You're going to be around kindred souls. You're going to be around people who want to help you out, people who want to contribute to your ideas and helping them come into fruition. And so, yeah, you're entering to like a really good period, because I feel like you've been alone for a while and you've had to accept a lot of disappointment in your life, or you haven't accepted it, but you've had to deal with a lot of disappointment from other people. And it's made you want to really just isolate, and made you want to, be really guarded. And I'm telling you now that you can go ahead and start working on, releasing your guards, releasing the doubt that, everyone, or the thought pattern really that everyone has bad intentions towards you, and trusting your ideas and your creativity, and trusting that you will be successful is going to put you around, like you're going to put out a vibration of that, and that's going to put you around the right people. So that's what I have for you guys, pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give me a like and consider subscribing. I hope you have a good day, night, or evening, and I will see you later. Goodbye. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the 12-12, then this is your reading, and we will be figuring out what's going on right now. So we're going to start with the oracle cards here, the Work Your Light deck, and we're going to pull some cards to tell me the theme of what you're dealing with. I've had that TikTok sound stuck in my head where it's like shoo-be-doo-be-doo-doo-doo, ah, and then it's Dr. Phil's voice where he's like, open the door, and I'm not gonna say the rest of it because I really don't remember the exact way he says it, but open the door or I'm gonna, something like that. Okay, pile 4 please. 12-12, pile 4. What is the theme in pile 4's life right now? What's going on? What can I help them out with? Okay. Everyone else got multiple cards, so we're going to see if we can pull another one for you. There we go. Interesting. Kind of watery energy here. So we have Mirror, who or what is triggering you, and the Pleiades, double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. We'll pull a Moonology card. On the bottom of the deck, we also have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So you are definitely on a spiritual journey right now, pile 4, and it's encompassing a big portion of your life. You might have just recently gotten called into spirituality, or you're just on another layer of your spiritual journey right now, and it can always feel really unsettling entering in that new journey. And triggering, mirroring, and triggering, you could be doing a lot of shadow work. Other people's lives could be triggering something in you, and let's see what this Moonology card has to say. Pile 4, please. 12-12. What is the theme in pile 4's life right now? But yeah, you guys are called here to be teachers, to uplift and help others. We have it's time to take action and step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So I believe that it's time for you to speak up and use your voice to help others and create a platform for you to help others. And I think it's also important that you guys be open about what you're going through right now, because you being open and being vocal about what's happening in your life, you know, no matter what it is going to benefit and help other people. And your mission is to uplift and help humanity and to be a humanitarian. And you can't like run away from that. And it's time for you to step into yourself and your power and your calling, and to realize the priestess mystic energy that you have. You know, you could be very intuitive, you know, psychic, and it's strong powers. It's a strong gift that you haven't really had to cultivate to become that strong yet. It's just something that's been innate within you already. And it's like, you know, you could have been ignoring that for a while, or you've kind of felt like you've had to isolate yourself for a while due to this triggering that you've been going through and having to heal. But amidst this triggering, amidst this healing that you're going through, it is time for you to start speaking up and channeling and uplifting others, especially, you know, during the times that we're going through right now, you know, with this pandemic and, you know, this energy astrologically that has been, you know, transiting America's natal chart. I know that we're about to step into America's Pluto return. If you are American, you know, America is about to go through its Pluto return, and it's about to incite a lot of changes into, you know, our society structure and like how we do things. And a lot of individuals are going to feel lost, and you could be one of the people that helps. So yeah, it's important that you speak up and let people know what's happening and share your ideas and your thoughts, and just continue to be the kind, loving person that I know you are. And of course, don't neglect yourself and what you're going through and your own, you know, ways of doing your self-care, but you know, your voice is definitely needed. So it could be uncomfortable for you to be in the spotlight, or it could be uncomfortable for you to speak up, you know, and share your voice. But that's something that's necessary, and you're going to continue to be called to do that. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Pile 4, please. Pile 4. What does pile 4 need to know right now? 12. What does pile 4 need to know? Okay. I feel like you don't trust yourself, because we have the 7 of Swords coming out here. And that's like, can be like imposter syndrome. And so yeah, we have the High Priestess, the 4 of Swords. And is this supposed to be reversed? No. Okay, and we have the King of Cups. Give me a second. I need to remove this string. Okay, there was a cord in front of my cat's feeder, and she was trying to get food out of the feeder, and I didn't want her to unplug it accidentally. Anyway, so yeah, we have this High Priestess energy coming out straight out the gate, as well as the King of Cups. And I feel like both those really energies really embody you. And the King of Cups, because the King of Cups, I'm being told, is also a partner that's coming in for you guys to help you deal with this, because it can be a lot, you know, being a mystic, and be a lot to be a priestess, you know, a lot to deal with other people's energies. If you're really empathic, where you really just soak up other people's energies really easily, it can be a lot to deal with that. And this person's going to help you channel that energy. They're going to help you transmute it. The King of Cups energy is, And they're going to be really helpful on this journey as you go through and taking action towards realizing that you need to speak up and let people know what's going on and help people out. So you've definitely been on this journey of knowledge, of seeking knowledge, of seeking the truth. And that's been a lot of time of isolation and meditation with the Four of Swords here. So time has kind of felt like it's been on pause right now for you. You probably haven't been taking action on anything for real. And yeah, with the Seven of Swords, like you really have been triggered and you really have been dealing with imposter syndrome. And I believe, like, you might even be watching this reading right now and be thinking, like, I'm not really a mystic, or I'm not a teacher, I'm not a priestess, I don't have much to say, I don't have anything that can help or benefit. And that's just you really being an imposter to your own self right now, because you've been through a lot and you've made it out on top of every situation that you've been through, and you will continue to do that. And you do have something to say, and you do have a story that will help people. And I don't want you to sit here and think that you don't. And I don't want you to undermine yourself or, devalue anything that you've gone through or anything that you have to say, because everything you have gone through and everything you have to say is valuable, and it meant something, and you mean something being here on this earth. And you might still be dealing with that imposter syndrome right now, and that's probably something that's triggering you. Like learning to trust yourself, learning to trust your intuition, learning that, to trust your voice and speaking up when you need to. Of course, Luna's here during this reading and she's about to sit on her cards. And whenever she does that, I always say that means that she wants to send you some healing and some loving. So I'm going to let her send her little love as I continue. But yeah, like you are valuable and you're needed here. And take all the time you need to rest and meditate and ground yourself with the Four of Swords, because you deserve a break, you deserve some time. But pretty soon it is going to be time to take action. It's going to be time to speak up, because America's Pluto return, I know I keep mentioning American, I know that not everybody here is American, but I know a lot of people are here watching my readings. But America's Pluto return is happening in February 2022. So at that point, the walls are really going to start coming down pretty soon after that. And I believe astrologically, I remember an astrologer saying that April of 2022 is going to be a pretty hard year. So at that point, you might find yourself in a different situation where you're like, you do feel like you have something to say. So things pretty soon are going to be gearing up for you to it's going to be time to take action. Take your time now, take your rest now. But, your mission here is to help people, and you don't have to worry about it being a solo job or not having the help that you have, because like I said, the King of Cups is going to be an energy that's going to help you transmute this energy, help you clear it from your being, from your soul, because it will be, pretty hefty sometimes. And there's going to be a very loving, empathic person, very emotionally mature person, trustworthy, caring, honest person that's going to, just be a very loving light within your life. But continue to gear up and study and do what you need to do, because, you being here and looking at yourself and doing the shadow work that, you need to do right now is so important for others. Like I can't express that enough. Like it's so important for other people to see and hear, that. Okay, so let's get into the other tarot cards. Like we're really entering into a new era, and I believe that's worldwide, no matter where you live, your country is going to be entering into a new era, because honestly, if you think about what happens in America, it affects other countries, whether you want to believe that or not. And so because I just started hearing, I cannot remember what that show is called, but it's a theme song for this old show from the 80s, I believe. And it's like, boy, the way, I cannot remember, but it's like, like those were the days. And it's like, you know, thinking about the times like before of like a different era, a different decade. And, you know, we just entered into a new decade. And, you know, it's kind of been at a stalemate because, you know, we've been in this pandemic. But, you know, people are going to realize quickly, because a lot of people have been holding on to old ideals of how life was before pre-pandemic, and they've been trying to bring that back, you know, this year, like thinking that 2021, like the pandemic is over, but it's not. And we're entering to the next couple of years where like times are really going to start changing, and people are going to be looking back onto these times, and, you know, it's going to be a lot of nostalgia, but more essentially, a lot of people are going to be lost and needing guidance. And you're one of those people that can help. All right, pile 4, please. What does pile 4 need to know right now? So yeah, a lot of things that you're going through are helping you, help build you and shape you into that person that's going to be able to help others. But thankfully, you're going to have a partner, because we have the Lovers here, and the King of Cups is up there with the High Priestess. And so I really believe you're going to have a spiritual partner that's going to be really helpful on this journey. And it can be a platonic situation. It doesn't have to be romantic. My cat is on another level, because now she's chewing on my hair. Whew. Ooh, child. Anyway. So, wow, starting out we have the Dreamer, which is the Fool in this deck. And it's a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of unexpected opportunities soon. And you're going to find yourself, like, honestly, you're going to find yourself the next few years doing things that you didn't expect that you would ever do. Like, opportunities and people are opening themselves up to you, and dreams that you didn't even know that you had will be uncovered. Like, you're really entering into a new era, a new being for yourself. And I feel like a lot of you guys are young. Not everyone, but I'm getting really young energies, like 17. Like, you're a teenager, you're probably getting out of high school soon, and you're just a being where you haven't really found yourself. You haven't really found your goals, your ambitions, or really what you want to do yet. And you could be going through puberty right now, or going through like an astrological puberty. You could be going through like a Saturn return. You could be going through like your 12th house perfection year, or your first house perfection year. I mean, you could even be just older, and it's kind of like you're going through like a middle age crisis or something. But it's like, I feel like you're going through a version of puberty where you're entering into a new version of yourself, and it's really unsettling, but you're uncovering parts of yourself, and you'll be falling in love with those parts soon. And it's just like a couple years later, you're going to look back and you'll be like, wow, like that was hard. That was a hard time, but like I've learned so much, and it's been so beneficial for myself and for this journey. And then we have the 10 of Air. That's the end of a difficult situation, embracing change. Like, that's the biggest thing here, is that there's a lot of change happening within you that's going to be reflecting into your life and your environment pretty soon. Expect things to get better now, recovering from addiction. I don't feel like, I mean, some of you guys might be addicts, but you can expect things to get better within your life coming soon. Again, people coming in to help you, to be gentle with you, because you're going to be helping so many other people. You're going to have people coming in to be on your side, on your team. And yeah, things will get better. You do have a lot of swords up there. So like, I feel like the biggest thing that's getting better is your trust in yourself. Luna, let go of my hair. Luna. I'm really about to beat your ass. I say that lovingly, you guys. I don't hit her like that, but like, she's out here, you know, my hair is like waist length, so I'm sitting down, it's like reaching past my booty, And she's out here playing with the end of it, and her nails are digging into my butt. So I'm like, well, you're going to get your ass beat. Anyway, I don't actually beat my cat, so please don't report me to PETA. I love my cat and she loves me. Anyway, back to you guys' reading. Sorry about those interruptions. My cat is on another level. She's always, when I'm towards the end of a reading, she gets tired of me doing a reading and she wants my attention, and then she starts acting out. So yeah, back to you guys though. We have the Lover's energy here. So intimate relationships, carefully weighing decisions. So yeah, there's a lot of that's on your plate right now as far as making decisions. And I feel like this like essence of like puberty for affecting a lot of you guys, like, and it doesn't matter how old you are currently a new version of yourself that is learning, and you having to weigh those decisions, and like you need help, you need teachers, you need like mentors around you, and those people are going to come. And more essentially, like, I do believe that you guys are going to have a great deep partnership, platonic or romantic, coming in soon that is going to help you with this energy the most. And then we have the 7 of Cups here, 7 of Water, and that's again another complex decision. The need to do research, stop procrastinating. So like action is going to come soon, and it's going to demand of you that you make a decision. So, you know, weigh your decisions now as far as whether you need to leave or move or quit a job, or, you know, start researching something, because it does talk about research. But I really believe you guys are doing research as far as like spirituality and just really learning that in depth, because you guys are a mentor. You are here to be a teacher. You are here to be an example, and you're here to be a leader. So I'm going to end that there. I hope that you guys have a good day, night, or evening. And I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give me a like and consider subscribing, and I will see you guys later. Bye.